I'm gonna go for a walk, shall we? Oh, they finally finished the construction on our street. So, anyways, let's do this here. See, they grew grass. They did the curbs. They redid the neighbor's driveway, which is good because my truck had probably damaged that. You know, because I used to use this driveway to turn the truck around. So, Sterling, good morning. Jose, Grafton, what's up? Glad to see you guys in here. Haven't done one of these walk and talks in a while because they finished all the construction on our street. So for a while it was kind of pointless. Going to Portland. Pigtail, good morning. Dispatch is kind of light today, so I figured I'd go for a walk before my day started. You know, I can't tell you guys the importance of when you need to... Okay, so when it comes to looking at load boards, I can't express the importance enough that sometimes you just got to walk away. When nothing looks good and you're frustrated, you have to walk away. Just for a minute. Go outside, get some fresh air. I've got a punching bag outside, out in the back that I occasionally hit out of frustration. But I've used that as much on brokers as much as I have on carriers. So, but anyways, if I adult today, I will be because you inspired me this live. Well, thank you, CB. Someone lost a zip tie. Well, if I can inspire people to be adults, I guess that's something, right? See, they redid all the grass. You can see where the city grew grass and the native grass. And it's growing pretty good despite the time of year. Lord Humongous told them to walk away. Walk away. And we will give you safe passage in the wasteland. Man, Max is so awesome. I love those series. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain why I hit the computer if I don't walk away for a minute, right? And my dog, bless his heart, he goes, if he hears me use the saying, "You gotta be kidding me," he will run away. So that usually means I'm getting ready to hit something. Not him, I've never hit the dog, but just like pound my fist on a table, or he can sense my anger, I guess. Oh, we got kids coming. There's a kitty. Hi, kitty. He's like, who the hell are you, dude? I'm out. Kind of a mangy looking dude. Yeah. Oh, there was a kid probably waiting for the bus, so I didn't want to put her on film, and I didn't want to freak her out. Got to be aware of those things, especially here in the city. Hear the birds. trees are starting to empty out. Look at that sunrise. And so noise is carrying a little bit further. But yeah, anywhere you see green grass, that's where all the construction digging up was. YouTube doesn't want children to be filmed randomly. No, they don't. And so if you try filming from inside a crowd, you will have like live feeds. It won't give you a good signal. So you got to be aware of that. Like, and that one I understand, because I wouldn't want, if I had little kids, I wouldn't want them randomly being filmed and being put on YouTube. Speaking of kids, you can always tell the amateur YouTubers, because that section of the video where, you know, when you upload it and they ask you, is this made for kids? A lot of people will put yes, thinking that, well, my stuff's not adult oriented, so that's not what you want to select. They think that if you put no, it's not made for kids, that's worse, but that's actually better. Because content specifically made for kids, YouTube really strangles that. And a lot of that's because that lawsuit that they had. I'm going to spare you the traffic noise, so we're going to go down this way. See all the grass? Mr. Charles, it is cold. It's too cold in Michigan for a morning walk. Good morning. Have a great day. Thank you with both feet. It's costing almost $8,000 for the clutch. Ouch. Well, let's talk about some condition things, shall we? So, anybody who's familiar with Sage Outcast knows that he's been at odds with me for a little bit, and he's gone against Jeff a few times. But you know, I'm a forgiving person, so I went ahead and, you know, let him start talking to me again, and because he's seeing some of the same things I am, as far as like what's going on in the world of logistics. And between him and CDN, especially CDN, I've learned a little bit about the broker side, which is valuable. Tolga, what's up? Oi, oi. And there's a lot of data that he's presented in that video going against Coach and Stewart that people should be paying attention, whether you like Eric or not, whether you like Sage Outcast or not, whether you care about the drama between him and Stewart and Coach or not. The analysis that he does on certain aspects of things that he's gotten from legit websites and legit YouTube channels cannot be ignored. So there's some things coming down the line that don't sit well with me. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on it. Trying to manage with it. Building a carrier right now is extremely difficult, and building a brokerage right now is extremely difficult. Another kitty. He's fluffy white. What are you doing, kitty? Alright, that's the kitty. Oh, I turned it around. You don't want to see up. You don't want to see a close-up of me. How gross is that? I don't know how my wife does it, to be honest. Anyways, just something to keep in mind. You know, thanks to Sterling, I've been turned on to this YouTube channel called Wrangle Star. And he keeps talking for 2024. It's not a like he doesn't have a good outlook for 2024, so he's act accordingly, beloved. I love it. It's awesome. But I'm not quite to that level, but I will say that there's definitely going to be some challenges in the next year. So just something to keep in mind if you get ready to make some investments or start a company, start a business, before you lay down your life for a $180,000 truck, you might want to watch that video. Speaking of Charles saying Michigan's chilly, it's chilly this morning for me. I'm wearing a hoodie. This is the hoodie I used to sleep in the truck. That way it wouldn't be so cold. Not that I didn't have heat or anything, but it just, if the heat didn't have to be too high, that was conserving. What's this guy doing? He's all over the road. So I'm going to walk on the grass here. Dude was drunk or what? As you can see, it's trash day on this street. What else can we talk about? The holidays are almost upon us. Well, I guess they are. We're seeing all the Christmas commercials and not a big fan of the commercialization of Christmas. You guys remember that Merry Christmas Charlie Brown show? They play it every year. Got the infamous kids dancing scene and all that. I think that show put it best about the commercialization of Christmas. Looks like somebody had some fun. You got to be careful walking around this part because you can come up on hypodermic needles. This person's put out free food, which is nice of them, but man, it's how you attract critters. No. Fork or fingers? Somebody lost their food. You ever notice on these walks, I always see a lot of like dumped food? Man, this would be a perfect Another 10 degrees. This would be a perfect hunting morning. You guys are kind of quiet on the chat today. That's fine. Morning. Oh yeah. Be a good day for hunting. Oh yeah. I've seen them on my side too. Oh wow. Well, you have a good day. Yeah. Do all messages. There we go. Man, YouTube needs to fix this chat thing. Sorry, guys. I'm buying a house. Okay. I need to go back here. Man. I'm well, just finished Sterling's last live with the excellent song ever, Sunny D and Rum Yum Yum, the chilling. LOL. H-Brew guys. Pretty Case with Dar, good morning. I'm buying a house and the world is collapsing. See, it's not that. I would rather own a house than be in a rental situation for sure. In the coming struggle, as Wranglestar puts it. I don't see it as the world collapsing. I see it as it changing. There's a difference. So, finally feeling a bit better. Sterling just feels like a cold now. Hope you're a red lady or well. Tilka says, if the interest level and general costs are on the optimum level, I wouldn't even care if the World War III is starting, Sterling. Aren't the officers wandering around the nighttime, though? Apparently not. No, not around here. All I want is a signed copy of the Soft White Underbelly book for Christmas. Jesus was born in a barn, and we celebrate by lighting our yards and houses like a disco. America. That rubbish heart stuff finally gone, though. The food that's getting wasted and dumped was probably bought with other people's money. There's a lot of homeless that use the street instead of Glenstone. YouTube is duty. This is easier to waste what you don't really work for. Yep. Pivot time. Yeah. I hear you, Pigtail. Hey, Pigtail, give me a call later. We'll have a good chat. Someone's got the Grinch up. So, the other day I helped my son. Well, I didn't help. I just rode as a passenger while he did the Amazon Flex thing. That was pretty cool. It's a lot of work. But man, he handled it like a champ. You know, some of these routes are paying like $100 for four hours. Not bad. Better than working at McDonald's. Someone's got their poker table on the porch. Someone dropped their toothpaste. But no, here's the thing with this whole upcoming, all these different negative signs of the economic blah, 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 blah. Man, dude, I don't approach that with any fear at all. I really don't. I really don't approach it with any kind of anxiety. I think the most frustrating thing is trying to get other people to see because they make huge mistakes, or they don't realize that, you know, you got people that, you know, they're on the verge of going out of business, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, you need to do this, this, and this. Well, I don't go do that. I don't do this. I don't do this. Okay. I just want to help people as much as I can, and not that I have any answers, but I do know what doesn't work, and what a lot of people are doing now doesn't work. Like, you know, Jose paying $8,000 for a clutch. I think most people aren't prepared for that. Man, the squirrels are active today. I'm gonna switch hands here because it is cold. Guess that didn't sound right, but you know, that's the thing. What am I gonna do? Opportunities never ends. Actually, also sometimes we have to save the asset's value instead of making more money via the money again. This fact always keeps my mind in good condition. Tolga, you seem to be a person with a good outlook. I like you, Tolga. I think you're on the right track with that. Because, you know, it used to be, this is how much our world's changed. It used to be that you would have to look for opportunity during hard times, and that's what would make you rich. For example, Hershey got a government contract, supplied food for the military for World War II. Boom, now they're a superpower, right? They found opportunity in a situation that they could not control. But nowadays, people or corporations or entities create the problems because they already have the solutions figured out, ready to pounce and make money. Pfizer. You know, and you know, that's kind of how things are now. Create the need and create the cure, you're good to go. Base. There's Kraft. There's all the trucks. During the Depression, the bread lines were in the big cities. I like you too, Snorelord, and all of you folks. Thank you. That's not counting the downtime. If we count that, it's actually double. I love change, chaos, and the idea that the end might provide unplanned pyrotechnics. Well, you know, there are people that think that us common folk are just roaches. And they can spray the roaches, but eventually they come back. Eventually the strong ones survive. And then your landscape just looks a little bit different. It's kind of how I look at it. There are many, many things beyond their control. And you shouldn't fret about those. It's the things that you can control that everybody should be focused on. And that seems to be a lost art. Like, you can't control inflation, but you can control your costs. You can't control huge city riots, but you can control how you handle them. You can't control traffic conditions, but you can't control how you react to it. I don't care if the interstate's closed or it's icy, you have ways to deal with that. You can control that. And most people can't even control themselves. Me included. I'm not perfect. I'm no saint. But at the same time, I recognize when I'm being weak. I recognize when I am faltering. And if I don't recognize it, I've got good friends that will tell me, Steve, you're messing up. We love you, but you're messing up. Get over yourself and fix it. With both feet says, agreed, Tolga is the coolest Turkin I know. Like all that stuff, you know, bringing up Turkey, which, by the way, they make some great firearms. You can't control anything that's going on over there in Israel and all that. You have people protesting, thinking that you're going to change the government stance on how they handle the situation in the Middle East. No, just be aware. Do what you can. You know, when it comes to your health, same thing. Protests never changed anything until today. I don't even think they have. I mean, well, I guess, yeah, I guess you're right. You have to look at the intention of what's going on. Many choices in life: victim or volunteer, scam or scheme, consumer or consumed. You got it, Sterling. Wise words. But hey, you know, here's the thing. You got to enjoy the small moments in life. You really do. You know, my adult kids and my wife went and saw a movie. I didn't go with them, but we had dinner afterwards. I met them up for dinner, and it was so awesome watching the joy of them talking about that movie. See, no one can take that away but yourself. It's the little moments like that that you know, you have to cherish those. Because tomorrow may not be here. But you know what? You can enjoy today. I was lame and lazy yesterday. Loved it. Nothing wrong with that. That's what Sundays tend to be for me. Especially during football season. Not that I'm some fanatic and do the whole fantasy football and you know, yell up and down if my team's winning or losing. I'm not that guy. But at the same time, I enjoy a good game. There's a lot of trash. Must have cleaned out the garage. Oh, it's the fuzz. Huh, going down my street. Interesting. It's like, what are you doing? Maybe someone called and said, this guy's got a gun in his hand. All kinds of traffic going on. All of a sudden, I'm KP Law News. Oh, there's a cop car that pulled up behind me, too. Right where all that trash was. Huh. Yeah, we'll see what that's about. Last time there was cops on my street, it's because someone was dead. My drunken neighbor had died. Killed himself slowly with alcohol. And I guess he was pretty bad off, and he fell on his glass coffee table, and that's what, he just bled out or something. Oh, DIY's in here. There goes the neighborhood. Always feeling the popo. LOL, Adam. I always enjoy these walk and talks. Crafton, thank you. I've been meaning to do more, but like I said, you know, because, you know, as truck drivers, we always repeat ourselves 83 times. The whole street was under construction. It just wasn't worth it. And because of time, I wasn't going to drive somewhere, you know. Surprised I haven't seen our trash truck yet. Going back in the morning walks. Good to see you, boss. If I had $1 every time the fuzz rolled up in my house, I could buy a brand new truck and start my own authority. Yeah. And make $0 doing it. Someone asked me if they got their own authority right now, what was the best advice? I'm like, you call C.H. Robinson, give that guy a $100 gift card and tell him to keep you moving. Do that for 6 months. No low boards. You'd be willing to go anytime, anywhere. And get your time in. And hope that you get an inspection that does well for you. I've been giving that advice for a while. You know, every now and then we'll have a driver that will call me and say, hey, I'm thinking about getting my own authority. So I help them do some math. And depending on their insurance quote and what brokers they're mainly running for, that usually makes their decision for them. You guys want to know something interesting? We recycle. We went to the recycling center on Saturday and remembered, oh yeah, it's Veterans Day. So my truck still has the recycling in it. Ta-da! So I'm true redneck, driving around with trash in my truck. Ugh. And everybody loves my stickers. My son did that. Oh, let's do some comment reading here. You guys want to see my ugly mug? Here, we'll do it crooked so it's annoying. Shannon with all, good morning, ma'am. Oh, is she in here? I repeat myself because I wasn't paying attention. Right, I do that too. Shannon says, good morning. Yeah, I've been lurking around, staying away from drama. It gets old. Yeah, the drama stuff, man, just... you lose a lot of messages in drama. Going back to the morning walks, good to see you. Okay, I've already read that. Good to see you, Don. C.H. Robinson are one of the better brokers, in my opinion, despite the fact they frequently pay less than other brokers. Well, here's why that happens, okay? If they're doing like 3PL, you know, everybody's doing the same kind of loads. Yeah, you're not, I mean, they're right at the lane average or the lane value. But if you can catch them on their more special stuff, like multi-stop or go into a dead area, you're going to get more money. Hit 82,000 miles last night when I parked. So that means Shannon's working, so that's good. So it's been what, since April? So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So you've had the truck 8 months. So you're doing about 10,000 and change a month miles. So there you go. That's how hard Shannon's working. Notice how easy that math was. So if her costs are $150 a day times 10,000 miles, then you already know how much money she spent on that truck. So, well, her trucking business, I should say, because that includes fuel and truck payment and trailer payment and all that other crap. So yeah, Shannon's working. Now, I doubt she will, and Shannon, you can correct me back, coming up in January, but I imagine November, December, you will not be averaging 10,000 miles a month because it's the holidays. Even if you stay out, you're not going to be able to run like you have been because holiday freight will slow down. And, you got holidays on weekdays this year. So what day is Christmas on? Is it a weekday this year? I don't have my other phone on me, so I can't look at the calendar or whatever. So, but anyways, I think I'm going to end this feed. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind, I'm going to put this in a playlist and then put it on auto feed and just let it play out as you go to bed tonight. That way I get some watch hours. It's on a Monday this year. Well, that makes it a little bit easier. Christmas Eve is Sunday. Chucky says it's on a Monday. Good. It's easier when it's on a Monday. When it's on a Wednesday, that's when it gets kind of sketchy. CH has been a big help to the company I drive for. I have a direct number to 3 reps that I work directly with our company. They keep us moving with backhauls in between our regular customers. And that's the design. That is how things are done in the trucking world, is you get those direct customers and then you use the spot with a good broker to get back. I believe the same company Chucky is at does the same thing. So, there are many ways to do the trucking stuff, and I'm sure you guys will figure it out. But anyways, I'm out. Later.